What's up? It's Fito, and we are back here with Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. Now, we're going to continue on. I climbed the usual staircase and head towards the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop the dish. The plan this year was to host a red bean soup restaurant. I could smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took. I'd eaten so much food. I skipped it. Morning, everyone. These look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think? Good morning. Oh, Mayu. Oh, me. That's my favorite. Kishinuma. My boy. My boy. Hey. Morning, Kishinuma. Morning, Satoshi. And then Naomi. Satoshi seemed to be a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep? Does he remember? It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I really couldn't dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom. But I couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet. I have to admit, it was kind of scary. It would be a real challenge not to drop anything. Naomi! Good morning, my dear. Seiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we already said our good mornings? Oh, but how can I resist an opportunity like this? Naomi's hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances. Yes, Seiko. What you did? Oh, no, that's no good. Our table has to be kept clean. Guess we'll just have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help. Thanks, sorry for the trouble. So began the cultural festival. All day we wore the clothes Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates. She had a lot of costuming experience, having worked on that side of things in the drama club for quite some time. She even did the sewing herself, putting all her practice to the test, and the kimonos she prepared for us really were all of exceptional quality. That they were. So good, in fact, that they became the centerpiece for us bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day. When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker Kishinuma or taking time to check out some of the other class projects. In the end, not only did we have a really fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. Before I knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the classroom. Satoshi, the class rep, Seiko, Morishige, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself. It seemed everyone else had already gone home. Our classroom TA, Miss Shishiro, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow. But they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew. No, it's happening! Finally done. Good work, everyone. The place is finally looking like a real classroom again. Those dumbasses who went home without helping out are sure going to get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves. They did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I like Kishinuma. He's my boy. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. Suzumoto, I just want to say it's been really having fun having you here these last few months. I can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster my spirits. Always remember that you're loved and respected. Oh, Mayu. We may not have said much to that effect. We've all been watching you blossom here. I lent you a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you. Ultimately, you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman. Miss Yui. Takes a special person to achieve what you've done without even realizing it. It's been an honor to serve as your homeroom TA. I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you. Fortunately, this tear farewell brought us all back to reality during the holidays following the culture festival. Suzumoto was being transferred. This was to be her last day at Kisagiri Academy High School. Everyone here loved her, so this was a sad occasion indeed. She was truly a kind person, possessing no ulterior motives and harboring no ill will towards anyone. The thought of her leaving was just plain depressing. But time waits for no one, and sadly the time had come to say our goodbyes. As one final hurrah, our coldest obsessed class rep asked us to perform some friendship ritual called the Sachiko Ever After. While mentioning it, she produced a paper doll from her bag. Oh, I hate that doll. I hate that doll. It looked a lot like those proxy dolls you sometimes see in Shinto shrines designed to absorb bad karma. Visually, this whole thing just seemed like set up for a curse scene or seance or something. It's kind of scary, and I wasn't the only one who thought so. This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. Or we'll always be friends anyway. That's the gist of it. It starts. Interesting. So how does it work? No, don't do this. Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. Our lives are on the line. Satoshi. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Look, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious here. Satoshi has always been easily spooked. In true form, he was pleading for his life that we stopped what we were doing. It didn't sound that scary, though. Don't worry, Mochida. This isn't my usual creepy fare. I gotta say, it's rare to see you get this worked up. In the end, 8 of us proceeded with the ritual as planned while Satoshi sat it out off the side, tears in his eyes. Kind of felt bad for him. But this was for Suzumoto. We all wanted to give her the best possible send-off. So all I could really do was silently wonder what had gotten into him. Please, I'm begging you, stop this. Don't go through with this. Why won't anyone listen to me? He's really serious, like as serious as I've ever seen him. What is it, Satoshi? What is it that has you so worried? It's a time loop. This has happened before. All of this. I remember it. What's coming next is worse than you can possibly imagine. Sorry, but I'm through trying to convince you. Just be a good boy and wait for us to finish. Time loop. Is he experiencing deja vu like me? And some new destiny being born inside of him like the class rep had said before? Come to think of it, this does feel a little familiar. This room, this atmosphere, this charm. I obediently dug my nails into the paper doll, but all the while I was frantically forging through my memories trying to figure out what I was missing. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. Well, 8, but... With the pallid face, Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining us after all, it seemed. Everyone else smiled as they say, finally you've come to your senses. But I was just starting to get a really bad feeling about this. No, there's definitely something wrong here. Ready? 1, 2... Why won't they listen to Satoshi? He's right! No. As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell on my knees with that. Yeah, cough. No, what was that? A person? It was pitch black, but I swear it was shaped like a person. The school in front of my door hung open near me, and in my panic state, I swore I'd seen a black, shadowy figure within it. No! I recognize that floor. I recognize that floor. It's better, please. My mind has been completely overtaken with fear. What was that? What just happened? That dark, misty entity came towards me and entered my body. From every orifice, it came in through my ears or my mouth, through my ears, through my mouth. I felt an enormous lump in my throat blocking the flow of air in my lungs, and momentarily teetering on the brink of unconsciousness. I was almost killed. Felt as if a cold hand reached into my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all my internal organs inside out and leaving me for dead. My stomach was churning, my bowels were on fire, and my legs were all twisted around themselves. Can pressure alone disrupt the human body this much? The odor and flavor in my own gastric juices still gnawing at the back of my throat. I felt like I was going to throw up again, but I held it in. I remember this place, these circumstances. I've been here before. I know I have. I performed the Sachiko Ever After ritual. There was a hellish noise, then a huge hole appeared in the floor. Then I was here, in this school. There was no sign of Satoshi or Miss Shishido, or the class rep, or anyone else. Only Seiko was still near me, collapsed in a heap on the floor. Seiko and I explored the decaying building as best we could, but there was no way out. Not a single window or outer door could be moved or even broken. Just as our last shreds of hope began and vanished, we heard Satoshi's little sister, Yuka, cry out from somewhere just out of sight. I sprained my ankle pretty badly and couldn't walk very well, so Seiko went off alone to find her while I rested up in the infirmary. That's when the dark, shadowy figure showed up and began attacking. Okay, so we fast forwarded through quite a bit. I was scared, so scared, so scared, so scared. So very scared. My teeth were chattering and my lips were quivering as if they had a mind of their own. Why would she leave me alone like that? I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka. So why? Why'd she leave me behind? Was I going to slow her down? Or was I going to get in her way? Naomi, what happened? Are you okay? Seiko. Oh my god, are you alright? I'm so sorry I left you by yourself. Seeing Seiko's face quelled my shivers. Whenever she's around, I feel so at ease. At that moment, I just wanted to cling onto her and cry my eyes out. I should have just done it, but instead... Just leave me alone. Not again! Have any idea how scared I was? I'm so sorry, Naomi. Come on. Let's try to find a way out of here together. What's the point? Just forget about it. Leave it alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was just the safety of Seiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up within me suddenly turned into anger. I was like a spoiled child. Nothing good could come out of lashing out like this. Seiko didn't do anything wrong. I know that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I'd sworn to myself that I'd protect her. My sensitive reason was fighting a losing battle. You realize we've gone missing, right? How do you think my mother is going to feel? She's going to be worried sick about me. There's nothing I can do. Naomi, please don't say things like that. It's going to be alright. Like hell it is. She's going to keep searching for me until the day I finally come home. And she has work, you know? This whole situation is not right. As long as I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just gonna die here anyway. So all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. By this time, my mind had been completely overtaken. I wasn't myself anymore. I was running on autopilot, horrified by the words coming from my mouth. No, I know how this ends. You're wrong. Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance. It won't be a burden. And you're not terrible. I don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, they'll do anything for them. There was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what fate had in store if we continued down this road. But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother is a really kind person. The last thing you want to do is worry her. That's why I need to make sure that doesn't happen, right, Naomi? You need to get back home. I don't know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way. No, it's happening. Seiko's gonna get hung. She's gonna die. I have to apologize. No, I don't want you of all people to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi, tell me that's not how you really feel. Seiko. Alright, this is where we're gonna end off this episode. Help! Okay. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. Alright, peace.